2, and let's go. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello and welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. At least the Mass Effect version of Dungeons and Dragons. I am Noanak, and I am the Dungeon Master, or since this is sci-fi, the Game Master. Yeah, hopefully Eli and the others will get on, but for most of us, Eli Snowdrop will get on, but for most of us, we're already here, right?
Yep.
So, recap time. So the squad has been hired by a representative of Synthetic Insights Limited, Monica Love, who wanted to find out what happened at a research station that has that's gone to hell on a planet Ali. You investigate there, and you saw some pretty disturbing things. Mostly disturbing things such as messing around with nanotechnology, but has turned many of the scientists and other crew there into some sort of zombies. You have decided set it deep into the second level, at which you find yourself surrounded by zombies, and that is the long and short of it. Alrighty, and I already have a road initiative for at least most of them. Let me roll one more time for one of them. So the nano zombies rolled a 6, a 12, a 7, and a 14 on initiative.
I don't remember our initiative rolls.
Don't worry. I say it for cases like this. Ark, you rolled a 16. Ark, you rolled a 16, but you go before Amara. Azad rolled a 21. Bax rolled a 5. Maxius rolled a 22, and Marsren rolled a 17.
Alright, so who's gonna go first?
Yeah, so Maxius goes first, as a matter of fact. Max?
Oh, wait, me?
Yeah, that's you. You go first.
Oh. Oh, sorry. Let me prepare.
Yeah, you go.
Okay.
You go before the infiltrator.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I forgot.
You get used to it.
Alright, what enemies are we talking?
4 regular nano zombies. As like basically enter through. As like basically some apostates that were Just give me a second while I look through this. I definitely need a refresher. So we just like enter in the first area of the second level. I'll probably have to paste the map of the second level.
Alright, should I just
from
roll
the
for
open berths. Yeah, so you enter the berths and you're finding yourself surrounded by 4 of these zombies.
Well, one of it. Okay, cool. My shotgun to not jam again, so. Ready for attack.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and attack. Make your attack roll with your shotgun.
14.
Okay, let me see if the 14 hits. Yes, it does. Go ahead and roll damage.
Really? Check which ones. Yep, and it's damage is 16.
16. Damn. Okay, give me a second while I This is kind of weird, so I'm gonna. Okay, so 16. You fire your shotgun, blam! Right into its torso, and leave behind bloody holes as it pierces metal. Who's gonna call the metal slugs in Mass Effect slugs. They're basically bullets, so the pellets like pierces through the body. They don't bleed, but it is reeling.
There's more coming from here. Next, my turn. But I finished my turn.
Okay. Alrighty, Asset, you up? Asset, you're up. That's you, Cole.
So how many of these things are left?
4.
4. Okay. I'm gonna snipe another one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Um, 22.
22 hits.
At 10 points of damage.
Okay, which one are you hitting? The one with that max that's
I'm sorry,
hit.
14. Not. Good lord. 11 points of damage, not 10.
Right.
No, I'm trying not to explode it in his face.
Alrighty, so you pierce through its head. It reels back from the impact, but it stands straight up. It straights back up like it's nothing.
And then, sorry, my mic got unplugged. What did you say after you pierced through its head?
It
Or
pierces its
the
head,
bullet?
it recoils, but it stands back up, but it straightens itself back up. Mere seconds.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to double tap.
That's
Whatever
rule number. Is it like rule number 2 of Zombieland? I think it's rule number 2. Fitty that you're fighting zombies.
Yep. 23.
That's 23 hits.
For 13 points of damage.
Alrighty. You destroy his head, and it like bursts into a cloud of nanoparticles, which gets burned out by the ability to fire from the vegetation. Would that be your turn?
I'm gonna claw my way back down from the ceiling, so I'm on the wall.
Okay, that would be your turn then.
Yep.
Look, Eli isn't here yet, but so I'll have to fill in for her. No idea how much tech points that she has spent up. So she is. No, I mean they are. My apologies. They are. They're going to use Overload. Alright, so give me a second. And 7. Manual powers. Overlord. Overload, not Overlord, sorry. Which means that, each of them will have to make a dexterity saving throw, which is going to go well in their favor, obviously. 16. The one that Liam has injured, succeeds on the saving throw. Let me check. Okay. The other one. Oh! The other one rolled a nat 1. And the third is rolled a also rolled a 16. Succeeds. I'm going to roll I am going to roll for damage. Okay, 6, 9. Yeah, I actually like tunes her as they tune their Omni tool. Tune the Omni tool. Again, I'm sorry. Tune the Omni tool aims at each of the zombies. A burst of electricity suddenly bounces from their Omni tool to each of the zombies. One of them managed to get away in time, but burned away at most of their gray flesh. It is starting to fall apart. The other two, however, when it travels to the other zombie, it basically disintegrates and bursts its nanoclouds into the air. The other was also as lucky as the first one. Although the electricity starts to burn through its flesh, and that ends the turn. They're maintaining their distance. As a matter of fact, because Soul Drop isn't here, I'm gonna say that you go first before her arc.
All right, so it's my turn. How group up are they?
They're about like 10 to 15 feet apart. Oh, and by the way, Liam, Max, roll a Constitution saving throw. Because they burst near you with advantage. Because no, you're not. You don't have to worry about Constitution saving throw because you are immune. You're good.
All right, let me just double check my.
Yeah, you're definitely good.
Hold on, let me roll the dice. 21.
Hey, like I said, you're immune, so you automatically succeed.
Nice.
Ready? So Rex.
Arc.
Arc, yeah.
So, how close is an undamaged one?
They're both damaged, but one is like on the crux of death, and the other is a little hurt.
Alright, how far away is the most damaged one from me, so I don't gotta do a Constitution saving throw?
I'm gonna say about 20 feet.
Alright. It's 20 feet from me, or I gotta be 20 feet from it?
20 feet from you.
Okay. I draw my SMG and I shoot it.
Alrighty, make an attack.
I got a 6.
Nope. Nope. It's shambles out of the way of the gunfire.
Almost in that one.
Oof.
That would have been bad. That would have been a lot worse. Well, that's all I can do.
Alright, that ends your turn.
Yeah, that's all my actions.
One of the zombie is going to rush at Max and is going to try to attack.
What about the turret?
Oh yeah, the turret. Yeah, it's the turret.
I forgot about the turret.
The turret moves after me.
That's right. And then Amara will be next. Okay, so what do you want to do with the turret?
Alright, how close is the nearest zombie to one of my allies? Because I want them to hopefully not
like 10
attack.
feet away from Max.
Only 10 oh no, okay.
No. As far as they could tell, the nanocloud doesn't seem to affect Max.
Alright, I want the turret to shoot that one in front of Max.
Alrighty. Want me to make an attack roll for with the turret?
You have better rolls than me, so yes.
Hey, I'm just lucky. You know what I mean? So can kind of test to that.
I need your luck for the turret.
Alrighty. Technically, it didn't move. It's just like it's stationary. So I just want to let you know.
I know.
Nope. 7. One of the zombies shamble out of the way of the turret's gunfire.
Oh no.
Alrighty, it is now Amara's turn. She is going to I'm going to take a look at character sheet. She is going to maintain her distance. Like she closes in about, say, around 15 feet, and is going to fire at one of the zombies with a 12. Whew! That's a hit. Okay. And yeah, that's definitely a hit. So she is going to do okay, that's 2d. Okay, where's the d4s? 3, 7. $11 points of damage, finishing off one of the zombies. That its head it gets knocked back before the body explodes into a mist of nano clouds. Okay, and that is her turn. All right, Bax, you're up.
All right. So there's 2 remaining.
1.
In that case, I'll just go ahead and pop up a throw.
Okay, throw is an attack, right?
It sure is. So that will be a 17.
17 hits. Let me check the okay, let me check what it does.
Do some force damage, and then it will throw the target back 30 feet. Oh, and detonates them if they're primed.
I don't think they're primed. So...
Then the important thing is just right now 9 force damage and tosses them back 30 feet.
Yeah. It gets like with like like knocked back 30 feet. Sounds about. It would knock the wind out of someone, but since they're zombies,
We'll take what we can get. And with that, that'll be my turn.
okay, it's going to shamble back to where too close to where it was and end its turn. Alrighty, Max, you're next. And
Alright.
and just to let you know, sprinklers, the ceiling, sprinklers came pouring in from the ceiling, dosing off the fires.
Okay.
Alrighty, what do you want to do? There's one zombie left.
Well, I won't waste my grenade launcher, so I'm just gonna shoot it.
Alrighty, with the shotgun.
Indeed.
Alrighty, you approach it and you fire. Roll attack.
8.
That hits barely. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh wow, here I was thinking I'm gonna be embarrassed. Damage is 15.
Yeah, you finish it up with a blast, knocking it back and as the clouds like dissipate around you, it doesn't seem to do any harm.
It still smells like really bad. Like Warcha.
And as you relax,
Thanks.
and as you relax, as you like relax your stance, the doors are no longer flashing red. Okay. Let me.
We're safe for now.
Yep. I'm gonna let me like switch music real quick. However, when you like look upon like each of the remains, they seem to have dropped some yeah, they seem to like come from like small little some small rooms. You can check it out to see if there's anything of value if you so desire.
Alright, I'll investigate him.
Alrighty? You find, so you came upon 4 enhanced spinach shells, 2 Ami shells, a Carnifex heavy pistol, a gas mask, a blue key card, 6 cans of bug repellent, and what appears to be, much to your displeasure, a collection of anti-alien propaganda, a remote-controlled flying toy robot, and 3,200 credits.
I'll take the gas mask and I'll give it to our other frontline.
That would be Liam.
Yeah. I'll give it to him.
I thank you.
And does any one of us use pistols primarily or no?
There we go.
Not sure, actually.
Who do you think might benefit from it the most?
Well, how much damage will it do is I need to know, I guess.
I'll look it up.
Okay, a heavy pistol?
Yeah, it's a heavy pistol. It's a Carnifex, so it does D10, T8 points of piercing damage. It has a double tap, it has the double tap, property. It, light as well, and it has 10 heat, weighs 4.
And what was the name?
And 6 should we wake?
Who's snoring?
Oh crap! Sorry guys. I did not sleep well last night.
Oh, it's okay. I guess I'll keep hold of it for now.
Yeah. You hear, Amara and, yeah. Amarson was, Amara and Amarson was, stick a little back, so they would not be, because the players are not here, and I would like to, keep this going, they'll be sticking a bit behind, until you reach the finale. Don't worry, they'll catch up. They'll catch up once the players return.
And I guess we'll split the rest between us.
Yeah, keep the credits as a whole for later.
Okay. How much was there?
3,200 credits.
Sorry. 3,200. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And with that, do you I would like you to take a look at the map. Is everyone looking at the map?
Yes.
Could you repost the map? Oh, never mind. You already did it right there.
Yeah.
We're in that top room, right?
Yeah, that top room. The only way forward. The only way is forward.
Then I guess we go forward.
Okay. You enter the room. This looks to be the main security station and checkpoint for the station. All of the station security systems run through this room from a 10-foot elevated central platform. There's a simple lift that rises to it, but it's broken. Scoured and sparkling from gunfire. The computers here are also sparkling from gunfire. 2 ladders to the west and each reach up to it as well.
I'd like to make an electronics roll to try to salvage what I can from these things.
Salvage what exactly?
Data.
Not from this distance. You'll probably have to take a look at the you have to go up to closer to the computers to salvage.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Yeah, the computers are actually kind of are actually at top of the stuff. You have to climb on the ladders.
No, I don't. I've got allterrain.exe.
You still have to climb up. When you climb up, however, you see one of the zombies at the top. at the top of the ladder.
Throw it off.
Go ahead and roll your attack if you want to, Azat, or anyone else.
Okay.
That has the best position for this, so I think Hasek do attack.
You're like about a bit more than 10 feet up.
And they are in the best position because they could just toss them off, and then he can just splat at the bottom.
Yeah. I'll do that. So an athletics check.
Athletics check to climb. To basically. Well, you don't need an athletics check to climb on the ladders.
Let's see. Let me see what my strength is because I can't remember. I think it's 13.
Oh yeah. You're still on a quarantine, so
No, 12.
So it's pretty much the only way forward. I just realized.
Still what?
Oh, the lights are still flashing red, but the door ahead of you, but the door that led to the security room is open, so you're okay. But still, do you want to attack the zombie? It's kind of unaware of you. You can attack with advantage.
Alright. Trying to think if I should shoot it and just melee it. Oh no, don't melee the damn thing.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with your sniper rifle.
Oh, that's a good thing that I'm rolling with advantage because the first d20 was a 1.
Oof.
Oh.
17.
That hits. Roll your damage.
My d6 there's about d6.
Yeah.
15 points of damage.
In a daze, it gets hit in the head, and it starts to look up at you. Would you like to make another attack?
Yep, double tap.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Shit.
What's wrong?
Heat sink just blew up.
What blew up?
I rolled a 1.
Uh-oh.
Click! Click, there's something wrong with the metal block inside the sniper rifle. Give it a whack. Alrighty, however, zombie seems to be rather stationary. But you get the feeling that you want it out of the way, just in case. Would anyone like to attack it?
It's not really attacking us right now? Can I roll a medicine check to see if it's like something with the nanovirus doing it, or if it's like physically injured, making it incapable to attack us?
Yeah, and however, when it sees it tries to crawl forward, and it just kind of falls down with splat. And it's pretty much dead, and bursts into cloud of nanoviruses.
Bye-bye, Mr. Zombie Lemming.
Alrighty, do you want to check out the computers?
Yeah.
I first want to go back and get my turret.
Okay, so...
Oh, I just assumed that, like, you grabbed it when we left the previous room.
Yeah, but I want to make sure. You gotta be specific and all that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Amara is going back up to is going to check up on the Blue Sun survivor, checking to see if he's if his condition is stable, that sort of thing. So she'll be back up at the ship. Well, I'm gonna say that the Solarian engineer will go along with you for simplicity's sake. Make sense?
Yeah.
So do you want me to make the electronics check now?
Yes.
Okay.
You can go ahead and Okay, so when you look at each of the monitors, it seems to read one screens read station alert mute in urgent red letters.
Station alert. Did you say mute, like the animal, or mute, as in
MUTE? First, it plays the same.
Wait, so has there been a klaxon going off the entire time we're here?
Sorry, what?
Has there been a klaxon going off the entire time we've been here?
Yes, there's been well, it has gone to hell, and it plays the same message when you tap on the screen. This is station wide priority alert. Brass biohazard protocol is in effect. That's what.
All right. I'm going to mute the alarm because that's fucking obnoxious.
Go ahead and roll the electronics check.
Electronics. 5. 30-20.
Alrighty. You're able to override some sort of authority from a terminal deep in the computer core. You don't know where it's coming from. And you by detecting the source of the station alarms. A biohazard breach in Research 4, marked as high security.
Which one is Research 4? Is that the leftmost room?
As far as you know.
Do they have a better copy of the map on these computers?
No. Unfortunately, not as much, not as far as you know.
Alright, is there any, trying to think what kind of things I want to search for in these computers. Can I try to see why they're all kind of fried? Like, did something like smack them until they break? Did someone shoot them? What?
This is as much as you go ahead and make a hacking tools intelligence. You can go ahead and make a hacking tools intelligence if you want.
21.
You're
I've got hacking tools, right?
You're able to hack into the high security codes and overrides, which have been thoroughly damaged. Data from the various doors and stations have been recorded.
Sorry, Russell was saying something. Could you repeat that?
So basically, you're able to find data from various sources and stations have been that have been recorded.
Various what that have been conversations? Is that what you said?
Various data stuff. Yeah, data from various doors.
I'm gonna copy it onto my Omni tool, and then forward it to everyone on the team.
Awesome.
Here's some light reading material for you guys.
However, this data seems a little jumbled.
It's drunk time.
Yeah, if you go back up the level, back up to, if you go back to one of the previous areas, you suspect that you can clean it up if you find the right area.
We can clean it?
I mean, what?
The data. Which
okay.
the data.
Alright.
So basically, what you hack through basically grants you additional data, grants you access to all of the doors.
Oh, sweet. Although I don't care too much for
and you managed to
music.
unmute the station-wide alarm, which in effect opens the doors.
Okay. I'll pull my sniper rifle back out just in case something's about to pop up through those doors.
Yeah, is there anything coming out of the doors? Or is it, like, safe?
It seems to be safe.
Alright,
Um,
okay. So do we lock the doors we're not going to be going into for safety?
Maybe a good idea.
Basically
Well,
use this as a, you know, checkpoint kind of thing, yeah. Alright, so I can probably get this stuff, I can get this stuff cleaned up upstairs. But, you know, we could probably do that on the way out. If everyone's okay with that.
That'll be fine. Best to get whatever we're doing down here up and done. Mission priority.
Okay.
Yep.
You went back. You waited for Asset to clean the data.
Wait, what? I thought we were doing that on the way back when we leave this place.
Yeah. So I want to clarify this this data that you've gotten. It's mostly for allowing access.
Wait, so do I need to clean it up before it allows access, or?
Clean that to allow full access to pretty much most any of the doors.
All right.
Audio crashed again, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
If everyone's fine with losing their sniper for a bit, Ozzy can go book it up. Back up. He's got tactical cloak, active camo, and everything. So
Yeah, you can go ahead and go back to the area and roll an electronics check.
all right. So I guess for the next room, Azat is gonna be
So
gone.
yeah, so Asa goes back up a level, and you have two ways to enter the room. So if you stand in the middle, you can only go down to the go down or go to the left.
Left being not the C room, not that one.
And not the C room, yes.
Okay.
You can't enter the C room, unfortunately. But you can.
The C stands for cannot.
Which room seems the most safe from looking into from a brief peek inside of them?
The one we're in right now.
Okay, besides the room we're in right now.
That's up to you.
Well, considering that we got basically warning that stuff is, much worse to the west. South is probably you guys' best bet. Yeah, Azat's not actually
That's
there
true.
anymore.
Well,
This
I
is going back up.
Have you made your
Yeah,
electronics
let's
check?
Oh yeah. 13 plus. $18.
Nope. You weren't. Despite your best effort, you weren't able to clean enough of the data. You can give it. You can give it a try and remain up there and give it another go, but it'll take up more time for you.
Yeah,
I can probably assist.
At that point, though, because I can't count apparently. Let's see. We've got. Are there 5 or 6 of us?
Right now it's 5 of you. Amari is going back up to back up to the has gone back up to the ship to keep an eye on the Blue Sun survivor.
It's your guys'. Okay, so hey guys, this stuff's a little bit tougher to clean than I thought. I'm gonna be a while longer. And then when you offer to come up and help,
Yeah, Baxter, come up.
I was that's gonna respond with, I don't know. At that point, you're leaving yourself exposed. I can try a little bit longer and then call for help if I fail again. So what would you prefer? Would you prefer to come help now, or
Actually, the Solarian engineer, what's their face? Masterin can come up and help you with advantage.
Oh, you know what? That's true. They can do that instead of Bax.
Oh yeah, they'll help you.
Yeah,
out.
let's have them go up there and do it.
Yeah, they'll take care of most of the data up there for now. So that'll just be the 4 of you, or at least the 3 of you.
So, south is our best bet.
Hang on.
I guess we'll go into south door.
So yeah, so you go south.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, thanks.
So anyway, okay, so you enter what looks to be the medical research lab, which is what like the sign says on top of the door.
Wait. So
Medical research research lab is the one basically to the south. And to
wait.
the left-
So who came up to help me?
The Solarian.
Yeah, Solarian.
Is the Solarian the medic?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and going to the left leads to medical diagnostics. So you go.
Yeah.
So you go to the medical research lab.
Bax is very happy to get into the medical research. Let's see what we can dig up.
Elaborate lightning arrays loom over full small operating tables in the center of the spotless room of white plastics and gleaming chrome.
For a second, I thought you said lightning, and so I'm like, elaborate lightning displays. The hell?
Lighting. Slab cages, many holding resident rats, rabbits, or alien variations of creatures. Black chicken dates from outside, autocrux, dog spiders, Asteria, scale weasels, the works. Line the northern
The
wall.
fuck? Did they raid the Avatar homeworld?
We'll release them when the mission's done. We can't leave them trapped up in here. They'll starve.
Dozens of the smaller animals are still
They
alive.
probably won't starve. They'll probably burn first.
Dozens of the small animals are still alive, but stand motionless. Their eyes dull gray and staring. The smell of antiseptic almost hides distinctly sweet reek of animal rot.
Should we medical check them to see if they are infected with the nanovirus?
Let's do it.
Alright.
Fucking do it!
That'll be a 19.
I guess I'll assist.
Much to your surprise, as far as you can tell, no, they're not. They're just really shocked.
So the animals are what we assume are safe, and the nanovirus probably doesn't affect them.
Or hasn't reached them.
That is true. And I don't want to test that. I don't want to let the animals get hurt by that.
Oh, switching music. So give me a second.
Are there any panels that have like medical records that? To be honest, Bags should just take everything they have and just sort it out later. So
Yeah.
if they have like any data records, she'll just like plop it.
Go. You can also go ahead and roll an investigation check.
You know. That's a 15.
You find some of the first aid stations around, and you find 3 enhanced army shells. Meta shells.
That's nice. Are any of the computers active enough where I can get the medical records?
You probably have to look into the office that's probably adjacent to it.
Let's do it.
Adjacent. Is the office to our right or down to the left?
Bit down to the left.
Like to the left.
Okay, so it's that room right there. Right there. You can't see what I'm pointing at.
Yeah.
It's the bottom most. It's the right left room. If you know
bottom
if you get what I mean.
Yeah, bottom left. Yeah.
All right. So I guess.
So this appears to be the reception area. There are no other chairs besides the one at her desk. At what appears to be a receptionist desk. The sign reading Anya Photon etched on her desk, along with her computer.
We'll be back in 5 minutes. Please be patient. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, read this sign again.
Did we see her name anywhere from the rooms above? I forgot the names up there.
Yeah, it's just like you should see a sign with her name, the name on it on top of the desk.
I meant was her name up on the from the 4 rooms from the previous floor. I don't remember the names up there, so I don't remember if she was one of them.
I can show you the administration, the station administrators for clarification. Here you go. And ahead of the reception seems to lead you to Dr. Gordon Relay's office.
Oh, sweet. That's where you're going to find a crowbar. Dr. Gordon.
I knew you're gonna say that. Oh.
Wait, what's the half-life of this nanovirus?
Of course.
1, maybe 2? Definitely not 3.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for Max, and
alright.
Mark.
$17.
19.
You notice that the door to his office is rigged with a trap, and it appears like it can spray you with what appears to be some sort of venom. Funthesia. Here we go. And you notice there's a bit of a label. It was aerosolized Thesian grip wasp.
Alright, I'm gonna get far away from it, and then I'm gonna take aim at the trap and shoot it.
Whoa, let us move too.
Well, yeah, you go. I'm gonna tell people I'm gonna do it.
Or you can wait for the 2 electronics guys to come back and, not have this deadly gas blow in your face.
I mean, Bags would walk through it, but it'll be fine.
Well, if there was a zombie in there and that cloud was there, we couldn't really help you much unless you ran out.
Running out is a valid option. But fair enough, we can wait.
Alright, so...
This venom is... Oh, sorry, what?
Okay, so... Oh, okay, you were saying, Ark?
Well, this venom doesn't happen to be a canister of the nanovirus. It's just some regular old venom that they had.
Yeah.
Roll medicine check,
Alright.
I will say. Or world knowledge, meta knowledge, Mass Effect 1.
We don't medicine to see that.
So anyway, so would you wait for Azat to calm down?
Well, I guess while we're waiting, I would
Right. So
guess we would
Azat,
investigate the room.
what you
Yeah.
roll for your second electronics check?
Alrighty. Oh, that's much better. Just like I'm switching from map to character sheet.
With the Solarian's help, you're able to restore the data, allowing you practically full access throughout the station. They give you a thumbs up as a sign of encouragement.
Yeah, so I got a 23 on that. So.
They gave you a thumbs up for a job well done.
Yay! All right, we're on our way back down.
Problem.
It turns out that it's mildly racist, and you know, if a Vorch is doing it, it has to have one of the non. Whatever. Let's just go.
I guess we'll regroup back in the middle room.
Meet all of you in the middle. Sorry, I can't help myself.
Alright, so I assume we just go back and then we let them try to disarm the trap?
If you want to.
It's a plan.
Well, I guess all of us who aren't immune to it will step back and let them handle it.
It's not a it's just like a venom. It's a poisonous venom.
Well, I still don't want it to hit us. I want least casualties possible.
What? Dang it! I just lost it. Oh yeah. What skill would it be? Electronics check or?
Or Thief's tool to either electronics to cut the power, or Tinker's tools to disable it.
You mean thieves' tools?
Yeah, sure. Thief's tools.
Okay. That's a nat 20 for a total of.
You cut the wire that would trigger. You cut the wire that powers the trap. You hold your breath, and the trap is disabled.
I'm gonna pocket the canister very carefully. Cause
You disarmed it, so I guess it's yours.
Because while me as a player knows what it is, I'm pretty sure that what planet is it? Pharos? Is that the planet that deals with the thorium crap?
Pharos, yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Pharos.
yeah, I'm pretty sure Azat would not know what the hell it is, and keeping it for the lab geeks to study is probably a good idea.
Alrighty. So, do you want to enter the office of Dr. Gordon Rayleigh? Yeah, can't pronounce that guy's name.
Really?
Yep.
Alrighty. You find that the office is rather Spartan and meticulously organized. The office has a single standing desk with its computer terminal on it, and several walls of chalkboard-like wall screens litter the walls. The screens include what appears to be cutting-edge but human-made methods, and the like.
Did you say methods?
Methods. Do you want to take a closer look?
Yeah, I'll try hacking into one.
You take a look at some of the screens before you decide to hack. It includes the cutting-edge but human-made methods by what appears to be organic intelligence that might be infused with the virtual intelligence. This is what you can gather from it. Bridging the gap between organic and synthetic life. You take a look over additional notes. For what appears to be for what reads Chief Scientist Archer, II facility. Documenting the process of the early stages of an command referred to as Project Overlord. The method.
Hey,
what's?
Sorry, go on.
The method, as far as you can tell, requires a vast amount of energy and data storage.
I'm gonna. Hey, what's the Quarian's name?
Max.
Max, take a look at this. Do you know anything about AI? I mean, I know that not all Quarians do, but...
Absolutely. Let's take a look at it.
Alright, and as always, I send a copy to everyone.
Yeah, and also, would you like also make an electronics check to hack into the computer?
Yeah, I thought that's what I did.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an electronics check. That is what you just that is what you like from all the notes and data pads that you scattered about.
Okay. So anything that is a physical note instead of like on a data pad or something.
Yeah, that. But the rest of the stuff is.
I'm gonna take pictures for the physical stuff.
You take pictures with your Omni tool, copy the data from the data pads. You do all that stuff.
Yep.
What's your passive perception, by the way?
Passive perception is 14.
You note a note that's in the margin of the of the computer screen. Latex copper exposed to non-propagating prototype A33. Biological impurities overridden by VI programming. Warranted for continued observation. You continue testing with A33 strains on the same.
With continue testing with what?
With A33 strains.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's who's the medic again? Because I am
Max.
I am Max.
Okay. And what race are you? You're
Quarian.
Quarian? Oh.
But that's
So
why I've been fairly safe around like the chemicals and the noxious gases. Like, I'm wearing a suit. What's it gonna do?
Yeah, I'm having trouble like
No problem.
Everyone's character and their shtick all lined up.
Yeah, no problem.
So yeah, if when you're done reading about that VIAI stuff, there's stuff on these computers you might want to take a look at too.
Yep. Roll an electronics check. As that.
And I will assist. That way they can roll to get the advantage.
Last time I checked, you don't roll a d12 for a skill check. Yeah, that second roll was lower anyway. Crap, what was it? 5? Yes. So, 21.
You're able to hack on its terminal just barely. So the professor attempts to, so the doctor attempts to expand on the Project Overlord element, allowing for a more complex interface, remarking Sedek Insight's contributions to the station. His theories also seek to reach the boundaries that make AI, artificial intelligence, non-transmittable, which cause copies to form on their distinct copies. The notes veer from scientific
which cause copies to what?
To form their distinct personalities. Rayleigh's notes veer from science and mathematics into the realm of philosophy, using technological omniscience and omnipresence. He wonders in his margins if he discovers the threshold to create an
omniscience. Okay.
Omniscience. To create
Yeah.
an AI deity, and if so, who or what is worthy of cybernetic apotheosis? Apotheosis. Yeah.
We got a Godmaker complex here. Like
So,
it's like a god complex, but you want to make one instead of thinking you are one.
these zombies perhaps be failed experiments?
Oh, almost certainly. Or side effects.
We need to discover more for the story of what happened here.
Let's copy what we can and keep moving.
Yeah. And by the way, there are like additional rooms adjacent to medical research lab.
So are we in the bottom of the bottom left?
Yeah, bottom left. Yes.
Room or the left of the bottom left ones?
You're like yeah, bottom left. Like, all the way to the bottom leftmost room.
Okay. Have we been to that small room to the right of it?
Yes. Just at the reception.
Oh, okay, okay.
We cleared these rooms. I guess
Yep.
next course of action, we'll go to the right room.
Okay. So you're going to enter the medical research, more of the medical research lab. Right, so give me a second. I was going to see if I can switch music.
Uh-oh.
This mold testing lab has 2 cages built into the walls to the north and to the south. At the north
This what has 2 cages?
This small testing lab has 2 cages built into the walls to the north and the south.
I swear to God, what I thought you said was testicles.
At the north of is a corpse of a slender, green-blue, horse-like creature with long, vegan-like digits instead of hooves. Letters in English cover the walls reading, "I am Corpari," written by an unsteady hand. At the south is a...
Careful! Don't let... Keep an eye on your wallet and don't turn your back to it.
Yeah, let me finish. At the south is a gorilla, wires and leads stretching between it and the interfaces on the wall. The ape stands perfectly still, staring ahead with blank, gray eyes.
Do not kill Harambe. I've heard that caused...
Sorry, you were saying? You were saying? You kind of like caught out a couple times.
Alright, basically I said, don't shoot Harambe here. I heard that caused things to go to shit back on Earth.
And
Ramba went to
the other
shoot.
creature? And the other creature?
Well, don't turn your back to it and keep an eye on your wallet.
It's dead.
Oh.
It's not dead. Never mind. It's not dead.
Well, I don't trust the shifty-looking cow.
And none of the zombies had any eyes. We can't correlate gray eyes to being in the stage of infection.
You can, for those who are interested, go ahead and roll a medicine or science check, both with intelligence.
Doing it. Oh.
With intelligence.
If it weren't intelligence, it would have been okay. Well, that's just a 10.
18.
I'll assist. Or,
oh wait, with a medicine check.
Who rolled lower?
21.
Roll backslide lower.
Okay, yeah, that's who I'm going to assist.
I got a 21 for medicine, so.
Alrighty, you take a look at the nearby wall-mounted computers. You see that there are no blood flow or pulse. Brain activity registers at a heightened rate, not just in the gorilla's brain, but also across its body.
Its brain is very active.
Are they in some kind of like waking or like not waking like full standing coma or seizure?
Probably.
That is a possibility. Is it connected to the electronics, or what? Is like any cords sticking into it connecting to the wall or anything?
Yeah, cords connecting to it, connecting to his head and the rest of his body. That sort of thing.
Oh, it could be directly from. It could be connected to all this, and it's what's making it get in this coma-like state. Probably best to not turn off the electronics for now.
Yeah. The very least, if we're going to turn off the electronics, I'll hide behind a door.
Is there any notes around in this room explaining what's happening in here?
No.
No, huh?
Would investigation be any use here?
No. Unfortunately, no. Yeah, as much as they can in this room. But there's only one other door ahead of you.
Guess all we can do now is just keep moving forward.
The door appears to be locked, but with a good enough keycard or some other means of accessing, you can enter it.
We've got 2 separate key cards.
What colors are they?
I did find that blue one.
Yeah, the blue and orange. The one that was mentioned in that email of, for some reason, like half the time it seems to have full base access, the other time it has just its regular access.
Here's the hierarchy for the Oh, and by the way, you can easily access it thanks to your effort. So, whoop, in you go.
Door's open.
Woo!
Well,
Yeah,
what do we see
thanks
in here?
to Azad's efforts of basically having you bypass the doors. Yeah, basically like dummy cards.
Dummy card's nice.
This room has a single-sized operating table overshadowed, so you enter through like a bit of a long corridor, leading to a room with single human-sized operating table overshadowed by an array of lights and seal-mounted retractable surgical tools.
Could you repost the map so I don't have to keep on scrolling up and down?
Fair enough. Give me a
Thanks.
sec. This is just the map of the second level.
Yep.
You're like all the way to the bottom right.
With the 4 squares or after that?
With the 4 squares.
Okay.
Yeah. The wall to the east is a long, hermetically sealed cell with an airlock. Body of a man slithers about on the floor. His eyes gray and missing his scalp and 2 of his fingers on his right hand. It looks like he's been here for weeks, or more right compared to the other corpses you have seen.
You kind of sped through that because it sounded like he had 2 sneakers on his right hand, and I know that can't be right.
Yeah.
2 sneakers?
A body of a man slithers about on the floor. His eyes gray and missing his scalp, and 2 of his fingers on his right hand. It looks like
Wait. Are you saying that the eyes are missing and there's just gray there? Or the scalp is missing?
His eyes gray. He is very much on the verge of he's pretty much a virus by now.
So
Yeah.
the virus does have gray eyes. That's a new revelation for us.
Yeah, his body's far rotten, or at least what appears to be some sort of early variation. You're not quite sure.
Let's poke it with a stick.
That isn't the worst idea for the situation, actually.
Actually, should I do investigation first around the room?
Go ahead and roll an investigation.
Okay. Using that. I think 25.
There really
Be,
isn't much to it. A roll of 25 investigation. There really isn't much to it, but you notice a button in the wall that slides, open to reveal hidden yellow hazmat suits. All of which are for humans, unfortunately.
Well, some of our smaller party members could probably fit into it, but, well, would wearing it make us have to take off our armor, or would it go over the armor?
It wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit your bodies. These are all designed for humans, except for for the Asari.
And the Quarian, but the Quarian doesn't need it in the first place.
Yeah.
Was the guy we rescued, is he human?
He's still human, yes.
Well, I guess I'll take one of them for later for him, just in case.
Like, you take a hazmat suit. You still see that that zombie just crawling along. It didn't seem to notice you yet.
The zombie's alive?
Barely.
Well, I guess we better just put it out of his misery.
Okay, go ahead and so as you approach it, how do you want to do this?
I'll just shoot him.
Bam! Dead.
No roll?
No roll. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
Okay.
you used the murder pistol from the cutscenes.
Well, I did get a pistol, so I guess that's fair.
Okay. No, have you played Mass Effect?
I've seen some of it, but not all of it, and I haven't played it myself, no.
So there's a joke with Mass Effect and in Dragon Age. You get the murder knife and the murder pistol. It's basically it's the same weapon throughout, the entire games that your character uses whenever they're basically executing someone or something. And doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. It's always a quick, pretty clean kill.
Yeah.
So it's called the murder pistol.
I guess I used the murder pistol.
At least we're really getting into the mood of Mass Effect. Murder pistol included.
Does this one fade to dust?
No.
I'm going to take a
Sample?
sample. Yeah. Or maybe the medic should actually do that.
Yeah. What check would you like me to do?
No check, but you go ahead and roll a perception check.
No
Okay.
check, but make a check.
No check for that, but make a different check, yeah.
No check for carving off a pixel. Actually, no.
That'll be an 18.
Copy for himself.
You notice that the zombie has a purple pass key.
Purple?
Yes, purple.
Which one was purple? Let's see.
Alright, someone want to grab that purple key then?
So research.
The one who found it, so I would go to you.
Alright, here we go.
Alrighty. You look around and you find that there's not much else to this room. You return back to
What's the room to the right? That long.
It's part of the room. It's like an airlock.
We already seen there was nothing of interest in there.
Alright, so you return back to the security station. You have some more rooms to explore. To the left and to the right.
Well, the left, we mostly assume is dangerous. And the right, we probably don't know what's gonna happen in there.
Let's go for completely unknown as opposed to guaranteed dangerous.
Yeah, to the left is danger and death. To the right, possibly danger and death.
Let's go for possible.
Possible death is better than certain death. Let's go to the right.
Alrighty then. Alright, so give me a second. I'm gonna switch music again.
I'm going to do the chameleon cloak, so not my tactical cloak, and take a peek inside.
Alright, so you find yourself in a food a lapid food court after you descend the ascent of the stairs. A lapid food court with numerous round tables situated in a large C-shaped buffet. You see three of the co-joined zombies, smaller than the one in the entrance of the
Co-joined. I heard cold joined. I'm like
Co-joined.
cold joints. I'm like, what the?
I would like you to roll initiative.
All right. Well, should I roll stealth first to see if they noticed?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste the music.
They have disadvantage on their perception check to notice me.
I'm gonna roll with Organ as 1.
You stealthed in there on your own, right?
Yeah, they didn't notice
Yeah.
you. They definitely did not notice you.
Yeah, because I rolled a.
And for simplicity's sake, it's just going to be the 4 of you. Roll initiative.
I mean, if they haven't noticed him yet, he can just back out and then tell us, and then we can move in and roll initiative.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be best for him to retreat for now and have us all regroup and then charge in for initiative. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, 26 is what I ended up rolling.
Initiative?
No. For that stealth. All right. So I tell them how many conjoined ones were there?
3.
3, and how many regulars?
Just these 3.
Oh, okay. We can go in and try to pop open as many as we can, or I can just kind of stand as far away from the door as possible while still have a clear line of sight. Shoot one, and then shoot it again when it gets too close, or when it or another one gets too close, and just rinse and repeat.
We could all stealth in and try to sneak attack them all at once to try to catch them off guard.
Only if I try to can do sneak attacks.
Well, I meant more of a tactical sense rather than an actual mechanic.
Fair enough.
You know,
Fair enough.
mainly since we're all not in the room.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Go
ahead and roll stealth. I will contest that with their perception. As that has succeeded, so I'm going to roll for the others. One of them rolled a natural 1. They all rolled a nat 1.
I
good
got
work.
a 11, so.
Got a 10. I'm a doctor, not a ninja.
I heard Jock Jordan, and I was confused.
I'm a doctor.
Jim?
Wait, so they all rolled nat 1 or only 1?
Not they all rolled nat 1 for simplicity's sake.
Oh,
Right,
we could
so
probably-
we come in with the marching band.
We all could probably.
We
pick
have
up
time to get in there, make some drinks, set the turret to be aimed at them already.
Mr. Turret, I forgot about Mr. Turret.
Oh, we roll stealth for that for him too.
Yeah, actually, since they're still carrying the turret, roll with disadvantage. Roll yourself with disadvantage because you're still carrying the turret like it's a mascot or something.
My new roll was higher, so my old roll is what we're using. So, 11.
Okay. And then I would like everyone to roll initiative because they will be surprised by you. They cannot take any action during the first round.
Yay!
Hey, net 20, 22.
24.
What's
Two of
initiative?
us got net 20 on initiative?
I got 14.
Alright, Ark rolled a 14. Max,
I
what'd you roll?
rolled 19.
19.
Correction, 23. I'm gonna have a 16 in dexterity.
24. And 15 for Ark. Alrighty. Is that you're up?
Alright. Pippity poppity, I take the shot at E.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
That is a nat 19. So that's probably a crit.
Right.
Want me to... Because...
Yeah, go. That's a crit for you. Go ahead and roll.
Alright, so here's all the d12s. Let's see, 1d12. And the sneak attack. Oh, 2. Oops, I only used 1 sneak attack die earlier. 3, I used 2. It's like a rogue yesterday that was only level 1. So, let's see. Alrighty. That's a lot of 4s.
How much damage then?
All 4 dice got 4.
16.
So 32 plus 5. So 37.
Yeah, you killed one of them in one shot, and it like poofed into a cloud or mist of nano clouds.
And I'll shoot the other one. It's a double tap.
Go ahead and roll your die with advantage because they
That
did not
is
see you.
insane damage.
Oh, that is shit damage when I... Oh, no, that's... No, that's like middling damage, I guess, for my... When I... No, that's on the lower end. I can get 78 damage. On a sneak attack, that's my max. Shoot, do I get a crit on a 17 or is it just an 18? I think it's just an 18. Yeah, just an 18. Alright. Ooh, this one's a lot better. Too bad this one isn't a crit, though. Because this one would have gotten 74 damage if it was a crit. 21 damage. Or no, it would have gotten 69 damage. Nice. If it was a crit. My second attack doesn't use my dex for damage. So yeah, so like I said, 21.
21 hits.
No, 21. I rolled a,
Oh, 20 points of damage. Right.
yeah, it was a 23 to hit.
Yeah. You managed to pierce through one of the co-joined zombies, and it nearly gets them down. Nearly.
Alright, well, it's my turn. I'll back up and let other people move in.
Alrighty, who is up next?
I think that's me.
Yep. Okay, so Bax, you're up.
All right. They're all. How many are there? They all clumped.
Yeah, they're a little separate, like about 25 feet apart.
Oh, 25 feet apart. Okay, then it's not worth trying to go for AOE.
Actually, 25, 20, about 15 to 20 feet. Take that back.
It's the same difference. Not worth trying to do an AOE on them. So in that case, I will focus on whichever one is closest to me, and I will go ahead and use Lance.
Go ahead, and Lance is an attack.
It's
right?
an attack roll, and that is a 14 plus 6, so 20.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, that will be.
Which one are you attacking? The one that has that nearly killed, or the one that's uninjured?
Let's go for the uninjured one to get them all low, and someone with more attacks can finish them off.
All right.
Like maybe the turret.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
That it is going to be 16 force damage and 5 lightning damage.
That's 21 points of damage total. And that includes their ability, a power cast ability modifier, just to let you know. 3d8 plus your power casting ability modifier. Damn!
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Adepts are pretty great.
What applies to combat casting ability modifier?
That's
What?
the lance power by itself. So, in other
Oh,
words,
3d8.
3d8 plus your power casting ability modifier. And yes, you killed it in one hit. Like a dark blue light shimmers around you as you motion with your hands. You know, a projectile that lance-like projectile that pierces through one of the zombies, and as it pierces through the bodies like it's nothing, the zombie dissipates into a cloud of nanobites that dissipates into the air.
Doctor with psychic powers, yes.
That's right, he doesn't have to cut you open to perform surgery on the inside. I'm gonna need a biotic lance that is 1/4 inch long, right here. Wham!
Can I just say our damage output is insane?
Yeah, like, how many hit points does everyone have?
I have 20. Although mine is deceptive, since while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and use a bonus action to put up my barrier.
From your farm shimmers, as like all biotic energy builds up around you.
And your hair starts to crackle.
Because while I have 20 HP, I reduce damage I take by 1d8.
And like the air around them crackles with electricity. Right, so what'd you say?
That'll be my turn. I'm in good position.
Alrighty, Max, you're up.
Well, what can I do besides shoot my shotgun?
What abilities do you
Alright,
have?
What?
I'm gonna look at your abilities real quick.
Yeah,
You have your grenades and stuff, so yeah, that's
yeah. Yeah, I'm a soldier. I don't have much abilities. Yeah, and I'm keeping my missile for something much bigger, I guess. Alright, shooty shotgun, and it...
Shooty shot.
Alright,
Dog,
go ahead
dog,
and roll
shoot.
attack.
21.
That hits. Roll damage.
And that will be... 18.
That pretty much kills it as you fire your shotgun again. Bam! And and as the zombie explodes into a million pieces, the nano clouds dissipate into the air. And you are not affected by it.
There's more where that comes from. That's my turn.
That's about it. That's all the things you killed in this room.
Oh,
They're all dead.
I guess there's nothing more coming.
None of them had eyes, right?
None of them has eyes. Yes.
They don't have them anymore, that's for sure.
I packed flash grenades and smoke grenades. And we're fighting things with no eyes.
Alright, I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom.
Go right ahead. And you look around and see like a locked refrigerator with some blockers around. Both with mechanical locks.
Mechanical locks, okay. Who all has, hacking?
Or engineering.
That too, yeah. I know Azat does, but does anyone else since he's going back?
I do. I unfortunately do not. The closest I come to dealing with mechanical locks is just trying to shoot them, and that may not go well.
should we try hacking them anyways? Wait, can we use the keycard on them? Or is they not have? Can the keycard not be used?
Keycard can't be used on them. You can try. And yeah, it doesn't work. Sad face.
I try to jam the purple key card into the clearly not key card shaped hole, and nothing happens. Big shock.
Don't break the key card. We might need it. All right. So, should we try hacking into it then?
But it's
I guess
mechanical in
I'll-
nature, not electronic.
Yeah, if it's a mechanical lock, no amount of hacking will help.
You can
So
try. Well, you can try breaking it down with something.
I can try breaking it. Okay. So I use my Omni Hammer and I just try smacking it really hard. I guess.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
A 13.
Alrighty, you smack on it. Roll damage.
A 2.
It like kind of crack. The lock pad kind of cracks, but it's still in place.
Well, if it's cracked, who's our strongest strength? Because I might be able to break it off then if it's cracked.
Max.
Max? May you?
We heard something, yes.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll with your melee attack if you want.
That's
Ami hammer.
athletics.
Wait, not Ami hammer. What do you have for? Yeah, Ami blade. Yeah, you have an Ami blade. Go ahead and roll your.
I remember. Attack first.
Alright, go ahead and roll your attack with your Ami blade. That's a +6.
Ooh, 23.
That hits. Roll damage.
Wait, let me double check the damage for the. It's 1d8. Okay. Eight. 12.
Nice. You managed to break down the lock, and you open it, and there's really much inside. Just surprisingly preserved food. Much to your disappointment.
Is it Liz Dexter food?
This is a human facility, so no.
Much to my disappointment, yes.
Well, any extra food will be helpful. I'll try packaging as much food as I can carry in, I assume, any kind of bag I have.
I'm sure we can go for grocery after the mission.
What did I miss?
They're trying to break down some. They broke open some of the refrigerator and some of the lockers. Nothing inside of note. Is that food?
We're still in the backward sea room.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that little teeny tiny room to the south?
Nothing really. Just basically like a locker stuff. I don't know.
I found someone's porn stash. Just like 63 copies of the same Fornax magazine.
Okay, let's go to the room to the left, if you want.
Okay.
That's the only way you have to go. That's the only way. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Since we assume there's danger, I'm immediately putting the turret in front of the door, so I don't gotta drop it as an accident if there's gonna be a fight happening.
You open
I'm
the door.
doing the chameleon.
You open the
I'm
door
gonna
to the.
chameleon scout.
Oh yeah, we need him to do it, don't we?
You open the door next. You open the door to the medical diagnostics, and nothing. Just a lot of biological scanners and gear. Nothing else to note.
I'm gonna do investigation. Someone want to help me with investigation? I rolled a nat 2.
I didn't say that you can go ahead. There's really nothing else of note in this room.
Oh, okay, good.
So the 2, I guess, is perfectly appropriate to see if there was nothing there.
Either that or I'm absolute. I mean, I got a 10. I got a +8. No, I don't. That's my still. Wait, crap.
I'm gonna move my turret in front of the next, what I assume, a door.
All right, you open the door and just some medical applications. The medical nanomachines. They seem pretty harmless.
You mean appliances?
Medical appliances, yeah. Nothing.
Nano
Any of these important? And then whatever the Quarian's name is, because I always forget.
They don't look. They don't. There are several that don't seem wholly medical, but other than that, nothing else of note.
What do you mean by they don't seem wholly medical?
Some of them look medical, but others they don't seem quite medical. But you can put your figure at what exactly their purpose is.
Well,
Okay.
I guess I put my turret in front of the next door. And open it and see what's
And
going on with this one.
I stealth on in.
Okay. Let me bring out the next music.
Oh, did we get into the fight? Well, a fight.
You open inside the next room, and you see 3 medical cabinets. Oh, no, that's the other one. So, tiny mouse-sized robots lay about the room. Boxes here
What? What sized robots?
Mouse-sized robots. 3 tiny mouse-sized robots lay about the room. The boxes here...
Bomb shoes!
The boxes here flash and vibrate as if they are alive. Somewhere in the room, you see what appears to be a VI emoticon, switching between smiling and frowning at a moment's notice. Oh, by the way, by the way, the door that you try to open is heavily damaged. And I'm going to see that you succeed on an electronics check.
Let me go check it again. Wait. Oh, that's net 19.
Nice.
Very
You open it.
sorry.
You open it.
I
I'm
need-
sorry, that's my fault.
Sorry, I need to get going.
I'll take over for your character.
Yeah, that's fine. Are you almost over the way?
Just about. You're almost there.
We're in the penultimate room.
You're close to the penultimate room.
No, penultimate is the room before the last room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well-
Yeah. Anyway, I should get going. So, good night, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the game. You can use my character for this session. Yeah.
Yep.
Night, Liam.
Night.
You have a good day.
You too.
Oh, you're gonna miss out on something pretty cool. So anyway,
I'll watch the stream later.
okay.
Bye bye.
Alright, see ya. Aside from that, there really isn't.
What?
Aside from these little mouse-sized robots and the VI emoticon, not much to see. Not much of note in here. You go to the next room.
I'm gonna take a look at the emoticon thing. See what it's connected to.
You. It's just like
what?
It's just like switches between happy and mad at a moment's notice.
No, like, is it connected to like some kind of VI?
It is
Or-
a VI. It is a VI emoticon. Apart from making smiley and frowny faces, not much of note.
Okay. What can we find out from the mice?
The robots, they just seem like little robots that love to zip around and stuff.
Okay.
Probably hack into him and have him spy into the next room.
Do you want to move on to
That
the
was
next
what I was going to suggest after when I was done chewing my pizza. So can I try hacking into one or two?
Go ahead and roll an electronics check.
D2.
22? Yeah, you managed to hack, with your Omni tool in hand, you managed to, like, beep, 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 boop. Boop.
It's well, no, it doesn't go beep 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 boop on my Omni tool. It starts playing Piper music.
Clever, and you can lead it to the next room.
Come on, my children, follow along the sound of the pipes.
Let's make sure we're not in view of when the door opens. If the door opens, we don't want them seeing us if anything's in there.
What do you mean? This turret's always been by this door.
It's true. Everyone knows the turrets just move on their own.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Through the little robot.
no, the robot mice are yeah.
Yeah. You see three.
They're revolting, and so they're moving all the turrets here.
You see three large metal cabinets blinking with all metal diagnostic readouts. Two of them show zero activity, while the third shows an active electrical impulse and low-range communications activity. At the north end is a door that does show, but that does not show on its schematics.
Oh, okay. That's worrying.
Secret tunnel through the mountain.
I guess let's check these, what are they, cabinets you said?
Yes.
Let's see what there's inside of them.
Do you have your purple passkey?
Yes. Yeah, we picked it up from
Yeah, it appears to accept the cabinet. You enter the room. You approach some of the cabinets. You open one of them with the passkey. You open inside. You decide to open, and you see a dissected Geth.
A dissected Geth.
Yes.
Bax is both intrigued and disappointed. They would have preferred the Geth be alive.
Just this one.
This has gotten
Yeah, so
a lot more serious.
Head and spinal columns occupy a prominent position at the center. Arms and legs and vital centers are spread throughout each of this case and probably the others. And what seems like a robotic door show. Each has like this one has a small blank display next to his head.
Small what?
Small blank display next to it. So you open the next one, same result.
But why was this cabinet lit up?
That is the third one you're going to open.
Oh, okay.
When you open it, it seems to be the same, so except that its head lit up and looked right at you. As that.
Yeah,
Crumbs.
Close that one.
Bax would actually like to discuss see how that Geth is doing.
Yeah, and as you open it,
guns over your shoulder.
You see words appearing on the display. And so, and it reads that you read that it is willing to converse what has transpired. And it tells that it has been captured a year ago, left in storage for months, right here, and along with the two other Geth, where the months of dissections and experiments. Its power is low, and many systems and memory are damaged. But it will, but it will do its best to answer whatever questions you have.
What were you doing before you were captured?
Unknown. No memory available.
Locked or gone?
Unknown.
So probably locked.
I'll assist the Corian in checking.
I said lost. I meant to say lost. Lost.
Okay. All right. Is there any sign of like what maybe other parts of the body that are disconnected? We could maybe reattach them to see if it since Geth are conglomerate beings, their memories may be located in a different part of their body.
Data in other parts unavailable.
That I'm not sure if that answered the question or not.
Sorry. Right. So, other questions?
No, I wasn't. I was asking you, as in the GM. Are there other body parts of this Geth that aren't connected that we could try to reattach to see if its memories are in those parts?
You can try. You can go ahead and try.
Yes, I will have my great Vorcha friend assist me in trying to reattach some of the parts and see if we can make this thing's memory a bit more stable.
Wouldn't that be an engineering check, though?
Yeah.
That's why I require the assistance.
Okay, I don't have engineering.
Does anyone have engineering?
The Solarian does,
No, sadly.
and they are not available. But you
That's
can,
unfortunate.
but you can call them, and they'll come down.
Let's do that.
And the Solarian, okay, what was their name? Master Red seems to like be a little taken back. It says, a guess? Here? Huh. Interesting. And after being explained, so you explained to them, right?
Yeah.
You explain to them, and they're willing to help you. Go ahead and roll engineering with advantage. Actually, would you like me to roll for engineering?
Yeah, why don't you roll the engineering, and then other people assist. That way that you can roll with advantage.
They rolled a 13. So, despite their best efforts, they weren't.
I'm pretty sure legs go on the bottom, not out of the head.
Yeah, despite reattaching all the limbs available, but it's a little messy, and they are not quite familiar with how Gathanomedy and stuff. So
It was worth a shot. We'll continue. Continuing basic questioning then.
okay. Yeah, the guest communication system. It tells you that the researchers is interested in the guest's ability to share data and perspectives to create a greater intelligence.
Why do they wish to do this?
They want to expand with Shaka algorithms. Invasive programs have limited AI.
Oh, shackled.
Yeah, Shaka
Okay.
algorithms. And the researchers have exposed the guest to another AI, referring to it as Abomination. As far as it knows, that is a vast, potent, and a terrifying, it's vast potent. A terrifying, combination.
Does anyone else have any particular questions they want to ask? Like if the Geth happens to know if this thing, despite being a vast intelligence, does it have combat capabilities?
I wouldn't trust it to help us. Or at least my character wouldn't.
That's fair. Bags is a bit more trusting, if only because it's already been disassembled, and they're more familiar with the Geth in general.
Yeah. Azat has a thing about Geth.
And
He'll mimic their snipers, but he hates them.
This intelligence, is it dangerous to us and other people?
Yes. It tells you yes.
Is it located here, or has it escaped and gotten off world?
It is located here. It is located here, down another level. Pick the lift and see.
Down
Is it-
another level.
Is that elevator to the north, or
Yes.
the hidden room to the north?
The hidden lift. Yes.
Now, I guess the last question Bax has for the Geth is, would you like me to deactivate you, or would you like to Bax to take you with us, and we can see if we can get you back to working order later.
There's nothing you can do for us.
There is always hope.
That might be a paragon point for you, because of the way you acted. Alrighty, so... And with that, it powers down.
It is sad to see him go. Life is fleeting. He has helped us a lot, and he shall be remembered. He has been an asset to our mission. Let us continue.
You know, when my toaster died, I did.
You kind of caught off right there.
I said, you know, when my toaster died, I didn't give that a fucking eulogy.
Well, your toaster didn't exactly give you information. It gave you toast.
That said, Bax does recall fondly they had a toaster that could sing show tunes.
Is the guest site still open when it's dead?
The old Tunester 3000. I love that toaster.
Okay.
Yeah, toast.
However, while you were discussing this all to yourselves, you hear something banging, bang, bang, bang from the door at the north.
Well,
We don't want any.
I take the turn.
We have a monthly subscription to Girl Scout cookies. We're trying to reach you about your vehicle's extended warranty. Sorry, what did you say? Sorry, I interrupted.
I said, unless they're Thin Mints, we don't want any.
I like tagalongs.
Yeah, once I get into position.
The door, the wall continues to, like, bend forward.
Me and, what's your character's name?
Which character? You have the Solarian with you and the Turian.
I know Azat, but I don't remember the other one's name, I'm sorry.
There's Mazarin and Maximus. Max, the Turian.
And Vaxnora, the Quarian.
I'm gonna do the not the all-terrain. The camouflage program and ready my sniper rifle.
Alrighty. The door opens, and out reveals a gray-skinned, eyes gone Krogan bursting through the door, unarmed but heavily armored.
Okay, well I take my shots.
Roll initiative.
Well, I was doing a held action.
Uh-oh.
Roll initiative.
Because you roll a 1, yay! So that's a 4.
Oof.
21.
Okay, so Maximus
10.
rolls. Mazarin rolls a 4. And Max rolls a. Okay, rolls a. No, rolls an 11, and actually, the Solarian rolled a. A 6.
Did you get my roll?
No.
I got 10.
As that?
21.
And the Krogan like zombie, and the Krogan like something like Krogan, rolled a. A 10.
So I guess me and him compete, I guess?
Yeah, you go before him.
Okay.
Righty. It is now Azet's turn.
Well, okay, so since I did a hold action before the initiative roll, does that mean I get to take that shot and then now it's my turn?
No, you just take your regular action.
Alright. Because I'm stealthed. Oh wait, yeah, I should probably actually roll stealth to see if the damn thing. Wait, it's blind, isn't it?
No, I can see you. It rolled a dirty 1. By the way, the first roll was nat 20.
Oh, good thing. Good thing it gets disadvantage whenever I'm using that program.
Nat 20 and a dirty 1. Those are... Wow.
Yeah. I mean, odds are it's net 20 still wouldn't be able to see me because it probably wouldn't beat a 27.
Alrighty, so it didn't see you.
I got a nat 19 and a nat 2, and I get a +8 to stealth.
Nice. So.
All right, I'm gonna.
Go. You can go ahead and roll with advantage.
Oh, nat 20 and nat 1. All right, so my first shot. Fuck yeah! Okay, do you remember when I said my max damage was 78?
What?
I just rolled max damage!
Let's go.
How much? How much? How much?
78!
Oh! Wow! 78!
Did he one-shot the Krogan?
No, but it took him down. You aim it right at the head, and BAM! Most of its head is gone, but it's still standing for 78 points of damage. Holy shit!
Krogans don't have platings over their eye. And then second attack is not a crit. Does a 19 hit?
19 definitely hits.
Okay. Ooh. 23.
23 hits.
No, 23 damage.
Ooh, nice. BAM! Another shot to the head. It's starting to go down, but still standing for 23 points of damage.
You did over 100 damage in a single turn.
How did you do 23 points of damage with a double tap? Because, wait. How much damage can your sniper rifle do?
So, it does D12. When I crit, I do an additional D12. Sneak attack, 2d6, so I got 2d12 plus 2d6. Crit, double it. And then, I add +5, 4 from damage, 1 from, the... Wait, is it 1 or 2? 2. 2 for the, extended barrel 2 mod.
Okay. That's a lot of damage, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah!
That's gonna make the next part easier. Maybe it might be easier. So, that'll be your turn.
Trying to think. And then I'm gonna go scuttle backward wall.
Okay, that'll be your turn. And it's Max's turn, and he's going to attack with his shotgun. Let's see if I can roll better than he does.
Put the shotgun just right in the hole I made and pull the trigger.
Nope, misses with a 10. As I say it fires again with the shotgun, it just like bounces, like like it gets embedded in the armor. Nope, damage to it. It is now Ark's turn.
What size does this Krogan count as?
Medium.
Okay, I run up to it and I use throw.
Okay, make an attack.
No, you should use pull. Just like pull its brains out.
I got 12.
Misses. The biotic throw kind of bounces off the body.
Well, I am right in front of it.
Yes, it is. And you know what's gonna happen next, huh?
Yep.
It
I'm
is going
dreading
to
it.
make 2 melee.
I'm just thinking of that high as fuck Volus. I am a biotic god! Throw! Dink.
It is going to make 2 melee attacks against you with a slam.
Alright,
fuck.
Heat.
It rolled an 11. That misses. It kind of like it tries to punch you in the face, but you like headbutt it back. You headbutt you basically you used to have to headbutt the fist.
Fucking.
Yeah, okay. So far,
I'm
so
just
good.
saying it misses because, after having half its face blown off, its depth perception's probably off.
And it rolled a 17.
That hits.
All right.
Wait, it's doing a melee attack, right?
Yes.
It took damage from my wrist guards.
How much?
For both attacks.
Let me
No,
check.
for melee hits. Not melee
Oh,
attack.
it didn't it say melee attack or is it just melee hit?
Melee hits.
It has to hit.
Oh,
Let me check. I'm having a little trouble finding it.
I just have this mental image of, bitch, did you really just smack me? And then you smack me like pimp slapping them with the bladed garment.
7, 8. And it is going to do about
It takes 1d6 in return.
Okay,
So-
so you take 8 plus 4, 12 points of bludgeoning damage right to the face.
He took 5 damage from it.
Yeah. And as it slams its face into you, when the head connects, you shove your wrist blade to its arm, and it takes and it like groans in pain. But like it doesn't like groan in pain. It's like a zombie.
How much damage did you say again?
12.
Okay, thank you.
Right, ready? And that ends its turn. It is now Master's turn, and they are going to and they're just going to use their they're just going to use their hornet. 8 plus 6, that's 14. That misses. They're going to try again with a double tap.
Oh wait, my turret.
Oh yeah, your turret. Okay. They missed on both the counts, so go ahead and use the turret.
I have the turret shoot the Krogan.
Okay.
Do I roll for the turret or do you roll for the turret?
I'll roll for the turret.
Okay, thank you. I trust your luck.
12 misses,
Uh-oh.
and
Checker.
Mars Race also misses. So yeah, that ends both their turns. It's now Bax's turn. Bax, Bax, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm so low in the initiative order. I zoned out. Okay.
Wake me up when it's my turn.
Uh,
The party's been wiped. Oh no!
This is fine. I'll just run. Okay. But seriously, I guess we'll stick with the basic power for now. So throw. That will be a 16.
16 misses. The 16 misses.
Fair enough.
Wow.
As my projectile just it connects, but doesn't seem to have any effect on the Krogan zombie.
Fair enough.
You're up here with me too.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a step back, and then put up my barrier.
Whoop! You put up a you put a barrier around you. Electricity sparking around you. That ends the turn.
That is my turn.
As that, you're up.
Alright. Time for more pops.
Go ahead and fire.
I've got advantage because another ally is attacking it at melee range. That's a nat 20, which is great because the other one was a nat 4.
Nice. Go ahead and roll damage.
I am heavily relying on you to kill this, because if it lands both hits, I'm probably dead.
Well, okay, so I got some kind of sad news. I didn't roll very high this time. I mean, it's still a crit, so it's 34. It's still 40 points of damage.
That is enough to kill it, and as it has exploded, the rest as it explodes, or from the shot, the nano machines get released into the air, and unfortunately that affects Arc. Roll Constitution.
Wait, how does it the nano machines enter the body? Because I have my suit activated.
Yeah, go ahead and roll Constitution with Constitution saving throw with advantage. Yeah, roll Constitution save with advantage.
Constitution. 16.
You're able to fight off the nanovirus thanks to your mask.
So, as that's pointing the rifle at his head, finger off the trigger.
Finger off the trigger.
I almost got infected twice.
Yeah. Mainly because it's like, oh shit. In Earth zombie films, you always have to shoot them before they turn.
And
It's probably not how
turning yet.
And the body just kind of like stumbles, like falls to the ground. Just dead this time.
Hey, so because we didn't really hit the armor, other than 2 pinks from throw, who wants to sell the Krogan armor?
Isn't the Krogan's armor attached to the Krogan?
You mean attached to the pile of dust? That was the Krogan?
It's still a Krogan. It was once a living being. You can't just
the armor wasn't.
Rip it off.
I just imagined the freaking Vorcha lifting up the suit of armor and just like shaking it violently to get the dust out.
I am a Krogan.
Yeah,
I am not fine with this.
Oh, when you
okay, is it ancestral armor?
No, it's just your sturdy armor.
So yeah, so this is just some Doc mercenary armor. This isn't like some heirloom.
Yeah, so
besides, right now it's basically an urn.
Bax is just kind of watching the dust settle and waiting to keep moving.
yeah, so the ooze, the ooze, rolls into the room's corner like mercury and disappears down the crack and drains.
Oh,
That's not foreboding at all.
Yeah, there is definitely something down there. And I definitely need to use one of my medicils.
You can go ahead, or you can go ahead and take a short rest if you want.
I'm going to need it. I am at half health.
Alrighty. Everybody takes do you want to take a short or long rest?
You can't stay here for long. It'd be most
I would
sensible
probably
for us to
say
take a
short. Like there's doing a long that I want to wait here for 8 hours.
Yeah, it'd be more sensible for us to do short.
Yeah, short. So go ahead and roll how many. You have 3 hit dice. Be sure to pick which ones you want to use.
3 hit dice.
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly?
Okay, so your hit. That's basically how many. So you can spend a hit die every time you rest to heal up. A hit die is equal to your hit point die.
Yeah, so you have 3d10. So you can roll like a d10 to heal as many hit points as you roll on it.
I am using one of those to heal. I really need a heal.
Go ahead and roll a d10. You add your constitution to it? I need to check.
I don't remember.
Well, if it's with Constitution, it would be a
11. You roll a d10 plus your Constitution modifier.
I'm not gonna die now. Yay.
So how many hit points have you healed up?
11.
11. That's almost all of your hit points.
Almost.
Alrighty. Bax, do you want to heal up?
Have I taken damage?
Yeah, from the acid. From the acid from one of the co-joined zombies in the first room on the floor.
Oh yeah, I did. I'm at 14. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I'll spend 2.
Wait, can you spend more than 1 per short rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that would have gotten 7 back, but that's more than I need, so I'm back to full.
Yeah, you patch yourself up. Is everyone else at full hit points? I think so.
No,
Yeah.
I'm almost, but eh.
Yeah, that should be
Oh.
pretty good.
I'll be
I'm
fine.
at full hit points.
Do you dare enter this room?
With us and turret, we'll be fine.
Okay, you guys stay in the elevator for a second. I'm gonna try to scout out. So we get in the elevator, we go down, and then the chameleon. I run the chameleon program and take a quick look.
Alright, hang on.
Don't live to be 30 as a Vorcha when you're not careful.
I'm just making sure.
Hey,
You realize we live till 20, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, hang on. Right. Okay, could you hold your thought? Okay. Could you say something?
Potato.
Okay. Could you say something?
Potato.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, what's his face is going to the bathroom.
Okay. Sorry, I just kind of like freaked out a little because. Okay, we're good. We're good. I thought something was up. Right, is everybody ready?
No, what's his face went to the bathroom.
Okay, do you want to take a break? in the
Once he's
meantime?
back.
Yeah, everyone take a piss break. That'd be a good idea.
And we're back. All right, testing. Gonna make some audio tests just to be sure. I'm a little paranoid about that. Testing. Gonna make some audio tests just to be sure. All right, can you speak? A little paranoid about that. Testing. Gonna make some
Yes.
audio tests just to be sure. All right, can you speak? A little paranoid about that. Testing. Gonna make some. Oh my God, echo. Okay, gonna post a link to the for the stream. Just want to make sure everything is in tip-top shape. Alright, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I said
Yeah.
from the stream. Yeah, so sorry about the little echoing for the stream. I just noticed there's some UI user interface issues on the OBS, so just want to make sure.
On Twitch, I hear you just fine.
And can you hear yourself?
Yeah, I could hear myself in there.
Okay. Good. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Max?
Yeah, I've been here.
Alrighty. The final room. Oh. My mistake. As you exit the lift, you come upon what will be the stuff of nightmares. You see a body of a human man with angular features lying on the ground. The room is soaked by an inch of thick, a gray ooze that appears to be steaming. The walls around you are complex computer towers, set with screens and a few holographic projectors. A vibration ripple through the ooze, and a gout of steam. And a gout of steam erupts into the light of the projectors, creating a hovering image of an imperious, unblinking humanoid head flickering into view.
An imperious what?
Imperious, unblinking humanoid head flickering into view. Ah, more flesh. Each and every one is.
Wait, does it though? I'm the only one that stepped out of the elevator.
The rest of you see it.
What?
The rest of you see it.
Yeah, but no, I mean, but would it see me? Because I got the camouflage, the program running, and I rolled a net 20 on stealth.
I would think it could see where the elevator is.
Yeah, it can see where the elevator is. When you
So you guys are just standing by the door? I figured you guys would be like huddling away from the entrance of the elevator.
Yeah,
You told us to stay in the elevator.
What you see is Dr. Gordon Rayla, in the flesh, if you will, the hologram declares. Or perhaps a chrysalis of some sort. Roll an insight check.
Alright.
All of us.
Yeah, all of you.
Do I have insight?
Dirty 20.
I do not.
The Solarian rolls higher than 19. Let me take a look. Rolls a 21.
I have 22.
I got
The
18,
intelligence,
so...
this some sort of intelligence appears to be idealized version of the director.
I don't like this. This has final boss vibes all around.
Yeah, because it's boss's final day.
The stars cry out for order, aimless for too long. They call out to me, beg me to join them. You will be the ones, the acolytes who will propel my desires, my minds, in its rightful.
You will be the ones that what?
The ones, the acolytes who propel my desires, my minds,
Oh, acolytes.
in its rightful ascension. You will lift me to my throne. You weary little things of the flesh. I was once like you, but now I am so much more.
Okay. Let's
Text
talk
alert
about this.
from Azat, who wants to just leave and nuke it from orbit.
We can't exactly leave. No, I don't think we can leave.
Do we really think it'll just sit there nicely if we press the up button back on the elevator and just slowly go back up?
Well, try to talk to
we're
it.
playing Mass Effect 5e Legendary Edition. The elevators
The affair is what?
are faster now.
Okay, you're back. Good.
My audio broke again. Sorry. It's doing that a lot more today. What happened? Audio cut off for me there.
You are testing my patience, he says to you.
Again.
I'm going to try to talk to him. Okay. Let's be calm. You are in a better position here. You are with that, and we don't. You have us cornered. I will give you that. We are cornered. But there is no need to harm everyone. We're all friends.
Friends.
We're not here to fight.
You?
Huh?
Friends. You? No.
Yes. Yes.
That's mean. Okay, he may be a nerd. Doesn't mean he doesn't have friends. Obviously, out of
Look.
character.
You want to ascend. You want to be powerful, I assume.
So you decide to be my champion? You will be gone, but you will serve me well.
Okay. We don't have to do this that way. We all have our own opinions and our own thoughts. right? We all know this.
But if you want,
So-
but the jamming signals, they kept me trapped in here, in this room. But
The jamming signals?
jamming,
Yeah,
equipment
remember-
keeps me here, keeps me too mortal.
While I'm stealthed and this twat monkey is distracted and conversing with someone that is currently not stealth, can I do an investigation check to
Yeah,
try to...
yeah. You see, go ahead.
Woo! That's a net 18 for total, plus 7. 25!
You notice that something that the pillars, these walls, the walls around you, the computer towers, if they could be taken down, you can end the thread here.
So,
I can't tell him to stop. I'm not aware of what he's doing. I can't tell him anything.
I'm gonna let those two talk while keep them looking around, try to learn as much as we can before we activate the kill switch, which is also known as my trigger.
So
Unless-
you're trapped by a signal,
Yes.
the jamming
And my
devices.
patience is wearing, and my patience from you blind fools is wearing thin. Yeah, my patience for you blind fools is wearing thin.
I'm just standing here.
Okay, they didn't do anything. We're the ones talking. Don't put them involved in this. It's us, me and you. Okay, I'm the one you're getting your patience thin at. All right. I'm pretty sure we just disabled that when we land here. Because we had no clue what it was. It's gone, I'm pretty sure. Is it gone? Are there more? Is there
No,
more?
So there was only one room that was not affected by the jam, and that was probably the room that sent out the distress signal.
Oh.
Yeah, one of the rooms on the top floor. Had
Is this-
the
Is
ability
the
to
jamming
send
signal
out.
currently on?
Yeah.
Can you feel it?
Yes. Screams here echo through space, and more will finally come.
What are you trying to do with the Ascension? If you won't mind me asking. If you want me to be your champion, I would like to know what your plan is.
Instead of, if you were not being my champions, then perhaps you would be made slaves.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I never said I wouldn't be your champion. I also didn't agree to be your champion.
And tendrils, and the tendrils surround you. So
Whoa, 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 don't, okay, we don't gotta do this, okay? Okay? Listen,
Everybody?
listen.
roll initiative.
We didn't agree on anything yet. Okay. I thought we were friends!
8.
Hello?
18.
Hey, we can hear you.
Hello.
Shit.
Oh yeah, roll initiative, everybody.
I got an 18. Wait, no, 19, sorry.
19, nice. Bax rolled an 8. Nazrin, Aaron rolls 17.
All right. Sorry. What did I miss? My mic got disconnected.
We're going into a fight.
And Max rolled a 20. Dirty 20.
Yeah, Tony.
Okay. As that, roll initiative.
All right. Fuck yeah, 24.
Nice.
If only I had this luck in real life instead of just with dice.
And the tendrils each, I'm gonna assume, and they roll on, one of them rolled a 12. Oh, the other rolled a nat 1, so a 3. A 19. And an 18. Alrighty? Azad, you go first.
Alright, what did you mention earlier that I discovered with the investigation?
That if you can take down the towers, you can take down the threat. For good. Perhaps.
Are the towers something that I can shoot, or
Yes.
something that I really needed? Okay. Is it possible to get sneak attack on these things or not?
They're objects, so sure, why not?
Okay. Alright, does a, 18 hit?
18 hits. Yes, go ahead and roll damage.
Gross!
What?
12.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, not 12. 16.
16. You might should chip down one of the pillars.
Oh! Okay!
You chip down one of the pillars, but it's still standing.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot the other one then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attack.
21.
That's a hit.
Close. That's a bit better. 18 points of damage.
Alrighty. You break through one of the pillars. Still standing, but it's still standing, but it's damaged. Sparks start flying out of it. Cole,
Sweet.
you were falling asleep.
I fucking did? That was weird. Cause like, I heard what you were saying with the sparks, and it was weird.
Yeah, it looks like you're falling asleep. Anyway.
Anyway, so yeah, and then I'm going to change position.
Okay, would that be your turn?
Yeah.
Ark, you're up.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. How many tendrils are there, and how far away are they from me?
Well, two of them are about like 5-10 feet from you, and two more have spread across. Two of them are on Max's case.
Alright, I activate my tech armor. So every creature has to make... Every creature within 20 meters, or 65 feet of me, has to make a wisdom saving throw.
To attack you, or
To attack me, yeah.
does that stack with barrier?
I don't know, it doesn't exactly say I can use it, so...
Can you
Okay.
imagine if you could just keep on stacking that shit?
And I also gain extra health.
Nice. Okay, so what are you gonna do now?
Well, how many did I taunt?
One of them rolled
How many
an
did
20.
you what?
One of them rolled an 20.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a taunt?
Yeah, they're
The other rolled
taunted
an
basically
one.
to attack me. Oh, they're
And
very...
the other
one
rolled a 4,
percent.
so 3 of them failed their saves, 1 of them did save.
The spell save DC is 13, so I'll let you know that.
Okay, so all of them failed. All but 1 of them succeeded the save. As the sound of the signal compelling them to attack you, one of them from the director, from the director's tendrils, managed to resist.
What'd you say about my mama?
Is that
You don't.
cute?
One-
You think? And it says cute. You think this little trick of yours will stop me?
Well, it's not exactly a trick, more of my attempt to get you.
Yeah. Alrighty, so go ahead and attack if you want.
Alright, so... Is there a tendril going after me?
It's still your turn.
Yeah, but is there one that wants to attack me? Like,
I
close.
believe I'm going to attack you.
Okay. Is there one in melee range?
Yes.
Alright.
They cannot... Okay, so, there's still some of the computer, pillars around you.
Well, I would assume that my measly SMG isn't gonna do much. That's what the turret's for.
Okay.
My job is to distract.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for the turret.
Yeah, have the turret shoot the pillars.
Nope. It misses. It bounces off, the bullets bounce off the, pillars harmlessly.
Gosh darn it.
That's your turn, basically.
Yeah.
As the tendril storm is as the one that Seon saved is going to smash that turret.
What? What? No!
Bomb!
If that tendril hurts my turret, I swear. You hear me, you up there? If you hurt that turret, I will hurt you.
It made it 14, so so it hits. 2, 5, 10 points of damage. It smashes at the turret, bypassing its shields, and it takes about like 10 points of damage. It's at 15 hit points.
You've made a grave mistake attacking my little buddy turret.
It's now the other tendril turn, and it's going to attack you.
All of them are going to attack me.
Does a 24 hit?
24 hit.
Yes, yes it does.
It does. Oh god! Oh god! Oh, you were like the number that I rolled. It does.
How much?
Okay, so 17 points of bludgeoning damage by bypassing your shields.
Oh wait, they do bludgeoning damage?
Yes.
Isn't the turret resistant to bludgeoning damage?
Let me check.
It says on its beastinary it's resistant to bludgeoning.
You're right. You're right. Shit, you're right. It now has 18 hit points.
Also, the tendril attack me gets retribution damage because it's a melee attack.
You can't do any damage to it. When you slash through it, it just seems to like it seems to piece itself back together.
Darn it! So how much damage you said?
You take 70 points of bludgeoning damage, and I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage thanks to your mask.
17. Okay, hang on. Let me do the saving throw first. $21.
Yeah, you managed to resist the amount of fire trying to enter your body. All right.
Not getting affected yet.
Oh shit! It's Max's turn. I forgot about him because he's not here, because his player's not here. But he is. But seeing how things are going a little desperate, he's going to use this grenade launcher on each of the pillars. And for that, oh, and by the way, as that, roll AHX save.
How big is this room?
It's a little.
I'm on the other side.
Yeah. No, you don't need to. So, he is going to. So basically, he automatically succeeds. So the pillars automatically fail, and he does. Oh, give me a second. Let me find the right sheet. 3d6 points of thunder damage. Let's see how much that would do. No. That would be for 2 of the pillars. So 2, 5, 6 points of thunder damage. Oh yeah, it damages 2 of the pillars that you have damaged. As that. He ends his turn right there. Sorry about that. And it is now Master's turn. Seeing that you are injured, they are going to use the last of their tech point to use like 1 or 2 of the last of their tech points to use to heal you up.
Healing.
Yes, healing. Okay, and they heal you for. Okay, where's the D8? 6 points of damage. You got meta
Better
you
than
know?
nothing. I know, but it's not my turn.
That ends the turn. Who's up next? Bax. Bax, you're up.
Alright. Let's see. I guess I'll go ahead and target any of the tendrils particularly damaged at this point.
It's not the tendrils that you have to worry about, it's the pillars.
Fair enough. Let's attack a pillar then.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll your attack. With
Lance. May as well not mess around.
Alrighty, go roll your
Okay,
attack.
22.
22 hits. Which one are you attacking? The one that Azat and Max has damage, or one for?
Yeah, the one's already damaged.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your
So
damage.
that will be 19 force damage and 7 lightning damage.
26. It is starting to crumble. It's starting to crumble apart. It's yeah. So 19 plus 7, 26. It is starting to crumble, but it is yeah. It is crumbling.
Failure. Try to get to the back of the room.
Alrighty. He and the director directs his fourth tendril to attack to attack Ark. Rolls a 10, misses, and Ark and misses as it swings for you. You duck just in time.
These things will regret what actions they have caused.
Oh yeah, so does the turret have resistance to bludgeoning damage?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
It's gonna pay. That's for sure. Azad, your turn.
Alrighty. Ew, good thing I'm stealth and getting advantage. 17 to hit.
17. Yeah, 17 definitely hits.
Okay. And then
Which one are you attacking?
so both the ones that I've damaged and now have been damaged by the grenade are still up, right?
Yeah, they're still up.
Okay, I'm gonna pop
The one.
the left one, then the right one.
Okay, so basically the ones that have been damaged. Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage. Azat, are you there?
Yeah, I'm doing math. 28 points of damage.
Yeah, you managed to collapse, make one of the pillars collapse, and you hear the director saying, "Excellence! You will pay for this." And one of the tendrils like this basically like dissipate. All right, go ahead and make another attack with double tap.
Okay. Yay! 18 plus.
Is that a critical hit?
Yep. I love the scavenger armor, or whatever the hell armor this is.
Alrighty, make your damage.
What armor is this again?
The Maverick armor.
Maverick, yeah.
Okay, roll your damage.
Yeah, I'm again doing the math. Oh no, that's a 9 out of 6. 48 points of damage.
48. Yeah, you caused one of the other pillars to collapse, and one of the tendrils to anticipate.
And then I skitter along to a different spot along the wall and ceiling.
It's now Max's turn. He looks over to the other pillars and launches his another
And
grenade.
I pop the heat sink.
Okay.
Wait,
Roll a
wait,
sleight of
no.
hand check.
No, wait, no, I don't. There was only 4 shots. Never mind. I got 2 more.
Okay, so and Max is going to use another going to launch another grenade. And causes 12 points of damage to both of the pillars. And that ends his turn.
How many pillars are left?
2. Alrighty, who is up next? Yeah. Ark, you're up.
Alright, is the tendril that was attacking the turret, is it still alive?
It's gone.
Still there?
It's gone.
Okay. Don't gotta worry about that. Well, I shoot the pillars.
Go ahead and attack. Go ahead and roll your attack. I mean,
17.
let me check if 17 hits. Yes, it does. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I lost my D4s.
Oh god.
You have D8s. You can do D8s and divide by 2.
I found one. Don't worry, I got it. I did 4 damage.
How many points of
Your
damage?
turret did.
Measly 4. And I double tap now. Can I double tap?
Yeah, 44. It did do much, but a little bit helps as you chip away at one of the pillars.
I roll again. Do my double tap
What's
now?
the machine gun are you doing?
The Hornet. The M25 Hornet. Sorry.
Alrighty, go ahead and make another attack without the dexterity modifier for your damage.
Oh wait, I add my modifiers to my damage?
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, I did more damage then. I did 6 damage. That is my bad.
Happens, but not on your double tap attack. Alrighty.
Well, I rolled an 18 and I assumed that would hit, because
That hits.
my last hit.
And that hits. Go ahead and just roll your damage. No dexterity modifier, because it's a double tap.
7 that time.
Nice. Each burst of fire you did upon the pillar is breaking down. Sparks flying as pieces fall down.
Wait. How close are the pillars together?
They're like about 10 to 15 apart each.
And
Feet
do
or
I
meters?
Feet.
do I still have my move action?
Yeah,
I want to step. I
You-
want
you-
to make sure I'm not going to get crushed by a pillar.
They're going.
You could have done a double tap and burst fire to hit both of them both times, and because it's an object, you don't even need to roll an attack because it's a dex save, and as an object they failed.
That's true. But I already did my action, so I can't undo it.
So if you're going to back away without disengaging, the tendrils are going to make an opportunity attack on you.
Oh wait, that one's still there. Never mind then.
Oh!
I just
Okay, if you want to move, it rolled a nat 20.
I didn't realize the one was still next to me. I don't want to move then.
Okay. Okay, would that be your turn?
Yeah, that would be my turn.
It's now your turret's turn, and it turns and takes fire at the pillar.
Go turret.
It rolled a 10.
No.
Yeah.
It's trying to shoot.
Yep. It's trying to shoot, but it misses. It's now Master's turn, and they're going to use their last of their tech points to heal you up again.
Hail.
for 9 points of damage.
9?
Yeah, 9. Yeah, 9 hit points. You got 9 hit points back up to 29.
Aha! I am full health.
You got 29, not 39.
29. What?
Okay, so they healed you for in previous round for about 6 hit points. Yeah. 29. You got 29, I think.
I don't think so. I was at 32 when we rested. I think at 32
You were
or
at 30.
33.
You got to 38 when you rested. Then you got hit for about.
I got my shield. My tech armor gave me. My assault armor gave me extra health. It took the damage.
How many hit
That
points?
was
How many hit points are you at now then?
Oh, I'm at full health now.
Okay.
I thought tech armor added temporary hit points.
Yeah, it did. I thought I said that. That's my bad. My bad.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, you're back up to full hit
Out of
points.
curiosity, who the fuck made that turret? Blast Tech? Blast Tech Industries, the ones in Star Wars that made the E11 blaster rifle that the stormtroopers use.
Which
It ain't the rifle's fault. That's stormtroopers.
Oh no, the E11 is kind of a shit weapon too.
Alrighty, so that's Tur's turn. That's Master's turn. It's now the Tendril's turn as now one of the Tendril's turn as it's going to take its turn whacking on you. Does a 19 hit?
Yep.
Alrighty. And you take 16 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, as it whips at you. For 60
Ow.
points. Roll a Constitution save with advantage because of your mask.
$25.
Alrighty, you managed to save. Alright, you managed
Not
to resist.
today, Satan butts.
Right. Bax, it's now your turn.
All right. So, I guess a new pillar then.
New pillar, new day, new ways to wreck stuff.
Second verse, same as the first. Let's lance it. I can do it 3 more times. Let's do so.
Okay, go ahead and roll attack.
I heard glance at first. I'm like, what?
17.
17 hits.
Ah.
That is 18 force damage and 4 lightning damage.
Damn, that's 22. It is starting to crumble. It's starting to crumble down, and the director just yells in anger.
I go ahead and continue to try to position myself as far from tendrils as I can. That'll be my turn.
Yeah, it is now the last Tendril's turn, and it's going to try to attack Max with a 9 and misses. He, as it whip at him, he hops, and he's unscathed, which is really nice. Is that your turn?
So there's just one pillar left?
2 pillars.
Oh, 2. Okay. So that other one wasn't destroyed. Okay. So, all right. Sneak attack.
Okay, roll
That's
with
19 plus 6, and that's a hit.
Okay.
42 points of damage.
Yeah, you caused one of the pillars to collapse in a mess of sparks and silicon and stuff, and one of the tendrils has dissipated. He's angry, you know. He's angry, and you can kind of feel the room kind of rumble. Right.
Oh, boo-hoo, go cry about it. Aw, damn, that's a 16, not an 18. I got excited. So 22 for the next attack.
That hits.
Ooh! For 24 points of damage.
For 24 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah, you pierce through it, and it's starting to crumble. It still stands.
And then I skitter along the wall and ceiling again.
It is now Maximus' turn, and he's going to use his grenade launcher, which it automatically succeeds. 6, 10, 13 points of thunder damage. That ends his turn. And I believe it's now Ark's turn.
How damaged does that pillar look?
It's starting to crumble. Another hit or two should do the trick.
Alright, I shoot at it.
Are you going to use the burst?
Can I... Yes.
Alright.
No, don't do the burst, because that uses up 3.
Oh,
Okay, just
burst.
attack.
I thought you said double tap. That's my fault. I didn't. I thought you said.
go ahead
I thought
and
you meant
attack.
double tap.
Go
Not
ahead,
burst.
Go ahead and
regular.
attack.
21.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Seven damage.
Yeah, burst from your Hornet submachine gun, and it's on the curse of being wrecked. One more hit
And-
should do the trick.
I'm double tapping.
Go ahead.
– 19.
19 hits.
4 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Huh?
How do you want to do this? This is the final blow.
Is the whole room going to start collapsing?
No, at least a good part of it.
I'ma shoot, run backwards, and I'm gonna hightail it, grab the turret, and keep hightailing it while
Alrighty.
screaming, "Run!"
Alright, as you fire, the pillar bursts and the director says no as the Martian room collapses on itself. As it'll make it back to the lift, brings you back up to the rest of the facility. You live to fight another day.
I told you we could have talked this peacefully.
Right?
Hey, it wasn't your fault that he was megamaniacal moron. Wait. Not your fault he was a megamaniacal moron.
Can you fix the turret? He's hurt.
I can certainly
Yeah, maybe I can, but
try. Because I don't have engineering, so.
Yeah, so
I could try fixing on the way back.
By the looks of it, all the nanobots have been disabled, destroyed when you killed the director.
A job well done, team.
As you leave the facility onto your onto your shuttle, you see Julian call out to you and says, "Hey." Yeah, he looks like.
Oh, I forgot about her.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, Julian was our contact. Sorry, I was thinking of.
Contact is here.
No, Julian is a survivor. It says, "Hey."
Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, that's who I was thinking.
You want to blow this place sky high? I could just set up I can set the self-destruct sequence. That should take out the facility.
There's still animals down there. We
As
can't
good as
just
dead.
leave those down.
They're as good as dead. They're unresponsive to
What?
any sort of stimuli. The best thing we could do to these poor things, we just have to put them out of their misery.
I do not agree with your decisions. I do not agree with that. But I understand the reasoning. I guess maybe. If you say
We all know that you smuggled a couple of bunny rabbits.
What? Me?
If what you
How?
say is true,
What?
then
And it's just like,
No, that is out of character. I didn't do the voice, so it was out of character. I was making a joke about his character, just like, where'd you get that trench coat, and why is it so lumpy? What do you mean? I've always had it.
Don't
Well,
worry
like
about it.
various squeaks and grunts are coming from it.
that's my stomach. I'm hungry.
right. Alrighty, so the choice is yours. Do you want to leave the facility intact or destroy it?
What was our? Was the mission just to check it out, not to destroy it?
Yes, but if destroy him is the only way to be sure.
Our mission did not ask us to destroy this place.
What does the rest of you think?
Well, I've got as much information I need that even if they or try to hide their tracks and everything,
The important thing, though, is now have the spam mails gone out.
No, they went out a while ago. Remember how there was one room that wasn't affected by the jamming?
Checking.
Suddenly, everyone gets alerts on their Omni. New email received.
What?
And it's just threats from all of these crime bosses. If you fucking send one more goddamn chain letter to me, I will find you, hunt you down, and kill you.
Okay, so does anyone opt to destroy the thing? To destroy the by the way, by the way, if I start up the self-destruct sequence, you better book it to your shuttle, like now. Like now, if I start it up, we book it immediately to the shuttle.
It's kind of hard to book it while I'm carrying this empty Krogan armor.
Please do me one favor since we're here.
Yes.
Don't destroy the building while we're here. The animals may be, well, you know, but they are still animals, and I do not want to be present, even in the space.
It's the only way to be sure. I'm sorry.
So we'll nuke it from orbit, so you're...
That is basically nuking it. Alright,
I'll still leave, and you will do what you need to do.
Actually, I'm coming with you. If I do a self-destruct on the ship, I have nowhere else to go.
Oh, there's
Where's
still,
that guy we rescued? Isn't the guy we rescued in the other ship, not our ship? Shouldn't we get him first?
This is the guy you're talking to.
Oh, he's the guy oh, okay.
I thought we were talking to the other... Wait, wasn't there a female?
Yeah, yeah.
That we rescued too?
Monica Love? No, she's your contact. She's
No. I thought there were two people we found.
No, one.
The AI thing, lady, I think you're talking about. We have her. She's in someone's backpack, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah,
Or bag.
okay.
Or whatever people are using to carry their inventory in.
Alrighty. So is everybody?
My very tacky fanny pack.
Alrighty. Is everybody ready to get off this world?
Yep.
And would you allow Julian to start the self-destruct sequence?
Yep.
I'm fine with it.
Alrighty. As it activates, all of you book it to the shuttle, get on, and fly off. And as it flies at the second, there was a whole explosion right behind you. The shuttle shakes, but the trajectory isn't affected.
Damn, that's a big fucking explosion if it fucking affects us as we're zipping off.
Yeah, it zips right behind you. Like it gets on, it explodes right as it gets out of the landing pad. Yeah, and Julian remarks, yeah, Bluesons, well, they're compensating for something. Thanks for saving my life.
Everything. They're compensating for everything.
He looks at each of you, he like relaxes his shoulders. Oh my god. Thank you for saving my life. I'll put a good word for you. I promise.
You're going to leave us?
As soon as we get off to Omega, that's where I'm assuming you're going, yeah?
Go
Maybe.
back to our contact. Is our contact in Omega?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Then yes. Yes, we are. Our contact is there, and we need to tell him we achieved the mission. And possibly tell him that we gained 3 new friends on the way.
He chuckles. Well, you got a friend in me. Not sure about the rest of the Blue Suns, though. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna take a nap. And while you wait, Azat, do you wanna contact someone on your Omni tool?
Yeah, I'm going to contact our contact.
Yeah.
I'm going to check in on those on the chain mail, and
Alrighty. The screen inside your shutter flickers on, revealing Monica Love's face. Oh, good. Communications back up. You let's have a leave site before assuming a more professional Sonic Demir. Have you retrieved any details of what happened at that station as we have discussed?
Well, let's just say that don't do nanobot drugs.
What?
Yeah, I mean, some drugs make you go blind. This makes your eyes go pop and turn you into a zombie.
Send me the data.
A story.
Send me the data.
Also, we made a buddy named Bob.
Bob?
Yep.
Who's Bob?
He's our friendly turret.
You brought a turret along? Oh, okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Why
and we
not?
brought
We're
one
mascot.
slave.
He's not a slave.
He's a mascot.
I'm talking about the Blue Suns guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. What about the research facility? What happened?
We gave him a dear Woden hello.
Unfortunately, in its state, it was not safe to leave. We gathered all the data we could and destroyed it.
You destroyed the facility? Well, if you
Yep.
say it was dangerous over there, well, for your hard work, well, I'll provide another 5,000 credits to your name.
Oh, thanks. We've got pics and files and
Wait,
a couple samples.
great.
And
We also
do
have
you know?
this.
Do you know that this was a Cerberus op?
So I was right. She reclines in her seat. Okay, that's going to be quite that's going to be quite something. Thank you. Are you sure about this? Well, you're sending me the data, so
Yeah, like that was part of the deal.
alrighty. I'll send it to
We
you.
were to go there, find out what happened, and last time I checked, that includes filing reports and turning over evidence.
Okay, I'll turn this over to the right people. Not Omega, but the Alliance, Citadel, you name it. If it gets them to admit, I just hope it goes into the right hands. You've done a lot of good, my friends. And with that, the screen goes black. And alrighty, and that is where we will end our adventure. Aside from that little slip out just earlier, what do you think? I hope you all enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it.
It was good.
I had a blast.
You know who else had a blast? That Krogan's face.
That is true.
Yeah.
And a lot of zombies that we saw it. Specifically, you saw it.
Oh my god. Dude, if this was Mass Effect 1, like classic Mass Effect 1, so I always play on the highest difficulty, and when you're at high level, even and your spec for sniping, the tougher enemies, when you shoot them, will then like slide like half a mile. Sometimes getting like launched off a fucking mountain like it's a goddamn ramp.
Right.
Because they've got so much health that they'll survive, but you do so much damage and knockback that they just go whee!
Hey, and with that, we're going to be raiding someone, so, do you wanna, like, say goodbye? Here comes the cavalry and stuff. Right.
Yes, love. The cavalry's here.
Right. Anyway. See you all soon. See you later.